So again and again, there's a constant need to redefine what Judaism is. There's a constant misconception, and we get trapped into the misconception and get trapped into the way of life and the routine of being religious, or the way people live in their rituals and all that. Judaism is not a religion. Judaism is a relationship. Of course, if we define the word religion, it will fit into the section of religion, but it is different than what people think. We have a tendency to think that Judaism is about rituals, about doing commandments, about, serving God. They're kind of true, but that's not the essence of it. All those are tools. Judaism is a way of life. In Judaism, we don't call laws, we call them halachot, the way to walk. How do you walk in this world? How do you connect to people, to nature, to animals, to spirituality, to God? This is what Judaism is. If Judaism doesn't make you into a better human being, then you're not living it the right way. You're becoming religious. You're not becoming more Jewish. Character trait is the main thing. Right now we're just before Rosh Hashanah, and the month of Elul is Ani ledodi vedodi li. We're saying, I am to my beloved and beloved is to me. Did you ever call God in your prayer my beloved? Did you ever address him like a spouse? Because that's what God really wants. How do you speak to God? Do you speak to him as if you say, hey darling, I love you, I need you, I want you, please be more part of my life? We have to understand that if we just do commandments and we don't have a relationship, we don't speak to God, we don't converse to God in a way that is human, in a very tangible, realistic way, we're not making God real enough in our life. We're not really understanding what God wants. There are a lot of non-Jews who are much better human beings than Jews. Why? Because so many Jews, and I'm speaking about the religious Jews, because the religious Jews are busy being religious instead of learning to be human first and use their religion to be even more human. Technically, someone who is religious cannot be less human, meaning cannot be less nice than a righteous non-Jew. Because technically, all the mitzvot and everything he learns is all here to enhance his already basic character traits. So we have to redefine how we understand Judaism. And say, when someone says, I want to be Jewish, you're saying, I want to learn how to be in love with God. That's how to have a relationship, with the divine, how to converse with the divine. That's really what it is. All the mitzvot, the rituals, are here to enhance that. If we have a tendency to misuse them and to want to do them to get points in the world to come. That's not what we're here to do. It's the consequence of it. Because if I have a healthy relationship with God, then this is going to lead me to a world in the future where I can live spiritually. I have prepared, I got engaged here, I seduced God, and now I'm ready for the wedding. The wedding is going to be when God is revealed himself and we live with him completely. So this is very important to understand, and we have to, before Rosh Hashanah, before the new year, we must remember the new year is not just for Jews, it's for all of humanity, it's for all of the universe. The whole universe is recreated, is reshaped, is reorganized on Rosh Hashanah, which is in about 3 weeks, something like that. And therefore, not even, and therefore we have to redefine our vision, our perspective of what Judaism is and how we do commandments, because obviously the way we do it today is not working, right? We're still in exile, we're still suffering, we're still not feeling connected, we're still losing Jews to drugs and whatever things. So we have to really get ready for a new vision, a new Rosh Hashanah, a new perspective, a new way to approach what we do. And that's what Judaism really is. That's I mean, in my perspective, at least, the way I understand it from my Rebbe and from the rabbis I learned from, is Judaism is pushing you to be superhuman. It's not pushing you to be super religious. You can be super religious and super far from God and super not human. So let's try to, anybody who wants to learn about being a Jew or about Judaism, let's not get confused about the rituals and all that. If you don't take a humanity lesson from the rituals, if you don't learn a refinement of character through the